Hello everyone. Please tell me my screen is visible to you. Please type in the chat box that my screen is visible to you. Yes, great. Okay, so I hope everyone watched the previous lecture, means the yesterday one, in which we worked with the props in details, right? And at the end of the video, I gave a task in which you need to create some components, right? So please tell me if you have any issues, any error or any doubts inside that. Alright, so the topic that we are going to cover today is event handling in reactjs, right? So first of all, we need to learn what are the events basically. So events are what, if you are familiar with HTML, definitely you know that what are the events. Like suppose this is a button, right? Some text says some, or this is a text box in which I am asking the user to enter his or her name, right? So based on the user performance, okay, or based on the user interaction, these things will perform some actions, right? Like what I can do, if there is a button, then I can click on the button, right? What I can do, I can click on the button, I can double click on the button, I can right click on the button, I can move my mouse over the button, I can move mouse out, right? So this is all the things that we can do, and many other also. Similarly, when come to the text box, what we have is here I can press the key, so key down. When I come to this text box, it is like got focus. When the focus go from this text box to the other control, that is called lost focus. So basically these are all what? These are all the events, like on click, on double click, on mouse over, on mouse out, and many other, right? So this is what your events are. So in order to make any application, it is the very important thing that you should know how you can handle the events. All right, so today's topic is this only, how we can handle the event in reactjs. Let me take a very simple example of this button only. Okay, so what happened over here is what will how you will handle it in the HTML is by using the on click. Okay, now we are saying that we are creating our own tag, and on click will be get handled by the HTML, JavaScript and all these things. So for React, they give you the separate event handlers or events, you can say, in which what will happen, it will be like on click. Okay, so this is what the thing is. So let us go to our VS Code and see how we can work with this particular thing. So I already opened it. This is my VS Code. This is the app on which we are working, and let me start it first so that it will not waste our time. And over here, let us create one more component with the name events intro dot js. All right, and over here inside this, what we will do is same your export default something like this function, this one. Okay, and over here in the return, what I will do is I will create a button. Okay, and I will fire some event of that particular button. Okay, so it will work. Again, I need to go to VS Code, that is the input. Always remember that input type is equal to submit will also give you the button, but what will happen, that is the server side button that will reload your page, means that will send the request from your website to the server, basically whatever it is. So we will avoid that one in all the cases of our React, and if still we are using the submit button, we need to handle its default behavior. All right, so let us give it one more attribute, that is value is equal to click here. All right, now I want to explain some little things. As we know, whatever I return inside this will be go as a UI of your tag, right? Other than that, if we see, this is the normal JavaScript function, so I can also perform the basic things inside it. So I am going to use the concept of arrow function. If you don't know it, let it be, that's not that much tough. Suppose over here I create a constant with the name hi is equal to function and then a arrow and then the body of the function. Okay, so this is what the syntax of arrow function is. This is the keyword, name of the function, brackets for the function. If you want to pass the parameters, you can also pass them, and over here. All right, so whatever I will write over here will work when I call this function. Okay, and let us do one more thing. Console.log hello world hi function called. All right, and that's it, save it. As we know, this is other component and I want to use this component in my app.js. So let me do one thing, I will comment all these things and I will use this particular component. What is the name? Events intro. VS Code will import this one for me, save it. Now let us see on the browser, compiling, check again. Yeah. Okay, so it has some issue in the return. What it is saying, return outside of a function. Let us check where we give the return, and this is over here, and this is inside the function itself. Let's check once more time. So what we need to do now is let us see, try to remove this one first, save it, and the mistake that I did is export default only. I forgot to apply the keyword function, so I need to apply the keyword function. as it is already saying me that let me remove it again and show you the error. It was saying that it is outside the function, right? Return is outside the function. Yeah, means this thing is not function. So let me make it the function. Refresh the page. Over here you can see I have a button, click here. Now one more thing, if you are not familiar with what is console, so basically when I am working on the browser or whenever you are working either as a web designer, web developer, the things you are going to do is whatever is the issue or whatever is the the practice things you want to do, you will check them inside the console. For that you need to right click on your web page, click on inspect. See, so this will open a window over here in which this is all the HTML. We are not talking about it right now. And in this area I have the console. Okay. So what I wrote in my code is console.log something, right? So click on the button and I want to fire that particular thing. So right now there is nothing, right? So what I want to call this hi function on the on click event of my button. See, one more thing, if you, till now you are working with HTML, probably you are using this on click event, right? But this we will not use with React. In React we will use on click, in which we have a capital C. One more thing, how you will call the function over here, by this only. Okay, no need to give the brackets for the functions. Save it and click. Now you can see hello world, this is our function. All right. One more thing, if you are using the functions in any other programming language or something, probably you are calling the function like this. Now let us see what will happen. Automatically get called. Till now I didn't click on the button, but it is automatically called. And when I am clicking on it, it is not working. What is the reason? It is just that it will execute at the time when it is loading your web page. All right. So this is the thing. Now save it. Again go to our web page. Click hello world. This is our function. All right. So this is what the thing is. Something extra is coming. Let us check what was that. This one. All right. Save this. Okay. So please tell me, till now the things are clear or not? Similarly, if I want to handle the data also on the event or something, so let us take something called say a is equal to, give it some value, say code tutorials. Fine. Now I want to handle this thing inside my event intro function. As I told you already, for that things you are going to use the concept of props, right? So here let me give props. I am again telling you that you can use props p anything. Okay, don't get confused that it is compulsory to use props only. And over here let us take a variable anything, say x, you can take a also, and in this one I am want to take the value of a. Okay, and over here in place of this one I want to show the message welcome plus the value of x. Right, save it. Let me clear the console. So it is welcome code tutorial. Again, if I am calling the same thing, means the same component one more time with some other value, say India, right? So you can see, because two components, every component will contain one button. Click welcome India, right? So this is what the concept of event handling is. See, till now what we are doing is we are passing the values as a prop only. These are the values itself, right? We are not passing the functions as a prop. What if I tell you that I have some function in this class app with the name, say, const fun1 is equal to something is equal to console.log fun1 of a class app component is called. Okay, and one more, that is the fun2, and over here I will write fun2 of app component is called, right? So how we can do this? I can call this function inside this component only, but I want to pass these components as a prop to the this child components, right? For that reason, let us take one more prop with the name fun name is equal to, over here let me give, in the first one I am passing the function 1, okay, and inside the second one I am passing function 2. All right, and inside my details, inside the event intro, what I want to do, that this message is coming, that's fine. After that I want to call props dot, what was the name? See, over here the name of the attribute is fun name, means the name of the prop is fun name. So props dot fun name. Okay, save it, go to the web page, refresh your page. Over here you need to give the brackets, click welcome India, fun2 of component app is called welcome code tutorial, fun1 of app component is called. So this is how you can call the function of parent component inside the child component, and it is one of the most important interview question for reactjs. Okay, so do focus for the same. And also, like over here I am not creating the separate functions name for the things, right? What I am doing here is taking an attribute and I am passing the different functions. So it's totally up to you how you want to work with the things. Okay, so I hope event handling is clear, and again I will tell you that try to handle the other events also, like this is input type is equal to suppose text. Okay, so over here let us give the type text, and on which event I want to use is on mouse over. Okay, So I want to call some function, say demo. Okay, what I want to do is I want to call the function demo. So const demo is equal to, be familiar with the syntax of arrow function. Okay, it is quite important. And over here write console.log mouse over event is fired. Save it. And this is the input box, because I give type is equal to what, text. And over here you can see, just to focus, when I put my mouse over this text box, what will happen? See, it is saying mouse over event is fired, right? Remove this, put the mouse over here, again mouse over, you can see the number increasing over here, right? Again, 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 again. Okay. Similarly, if you want to handle mouse out also, mouse over is what, when your mouse will go on the element, over the element. And similarly, I want to create one more, that is let us say demo1. So mouse out, and over here I will handle one more event of the same control, that is the on mouse out is equal to what we want to call demo1. Save it. This is mouse over, mouse out. Mouse over, when I remove the mouse from this particular text box, see now, mouse out. Okay, so this is mouse over, this is mouse out. All right. So this is what the concept of, you can say, event handling works. All right. So do practice this thing. I hope this is clear. Here you can see I created 1, 2, 3 arrow functions and calling the button. Similarly, try to handle the on change event. Let me write over here. Task handle on change event by, and always remember the on chain will be this event of text box that will get fired when the content of your text box will get changed. Okay, so this is the on change event that you want to handle. One more thing is like create a Kelsey component and tag a comma b comma symbol as props from parent component. Over here in your case it will be the app component, right? And then calculate the result, right? Suppose I have a is equal to 10, I give, b is equal to 20, I give, and symbol is equal to, I give, suppose anything, right? Plus, minus, divide or multiply, suppose plus. So the your child component should return sum is or simply result is this one. If minus, then result is this one. If multiplication, then result is this one. If division, then result is this one. Okay. So I hope this is clear. Try to practice. The errors will come. Okay. But you will learn more from them. So don't get afraid of the errors. And if you like the video, do practice, continue the series, and if you have any doubt